Hello everyone, hope you have a great day. Let us understand the very common term Git. What is Git? GIT. Let us understand in easy words. So for example, Git is like a time machine for your code. So imagine writing a big essay. Every time you make changes, Git can save a version, like a snapshot. So later if you mess up, you can go back to any previous version. So it also helps teams work together without mixing up each other's work. So think of Git as your personal librarian who remembers every single draft of your project. So what is a repository or repo means? So repository is like a folder where Git tracks your files. So it contains your files like code, documents, etc. So a hidden folder like .git where Git keeps the history. For example, local repository is on your computer. Remote repository is like on the cloud, like GitHub, GitLab, Bitbucket. Okay. For example, you will be using like my project index HTML style, and then you will be storing on .git, a hidden folder created by a Git. Okay, so how does the basic Git workflow happens? Like in a very simple way. First of all, creating a repository. So creating a repo is like a start tracking your files. And then if you have made any changes or like adding changes, that is means you're telling Git what you have changed. And then you will be using the commit. That means saving a snapshot with a message. Push, that it is very common like uploading your work to a GitHub. And then pull, that means downloading the latest updates from the GitHub. So let us understand Git commands in an easy words. Okay, first of all we have to set up like only once per computer. So first of all you have to set up tell Git who you are. That means you have to configure your username, your email ID, and then you have to create repository, and that is with the command git init. So that turns your folder into a Git repository. That is means creating .git. We have seen, right? That is like a hidden bucket on the cloud, hidden folder created by the Git. So that is what a repository command will do. And then you have to check status. That means Git status. That shows what's going on, which files are new or changed or ready to commit. Okay, and then adding files. So Git add file name .text or Git add dot and whatever the thing you have to place it, like you want the file to add, so you will be placing after this command git add dot file, whatever the file you have. Okay, that stages the file like saying Git please watch these files. Okay, and then saving snapshot, that means commit. So Git commit and then with a message like added home page or something like that. So that will save your work with a message like a diary entry. So connecting to the remote repo, that is GitHub or etc., there is a command like git remote add origin with some HTTPS thing. So links your local repo to the GitHub. Okay, and then you have to upload. So you will be using push command. So git push, and then you will be using whatever the thing you want to push or upload. So that command uploads commits to the GitHub. And then pull, that means downloading updates. So git pull origin, so what happens, that will bring the latest changes from the GitHub to your computer. And then branching, that means working on different features. So this command git or branch git checkout with something new feature or something that will help to experiment without breaking the main code. And then merging, so first of all you will be using the command git checkout and then git merge. So that will combines the branch and changes into something main. And then let us compare it to the real life example. Okay, for example, imagine you are writing a book with friends. Okay, what will repository will do? The whole book folder. So repository is nothing but a whole book folder. And then what the command will do, so it's like a saving a draft with a note. For example, chapter 1 fixed. Okay, and then push, what this command will do, that will upload your draft to the cloud GitHub. Okay, and then pull, what this command will do is like a getting a latest draft from the cloud. Okay, and then branch, it's like a starting a separate storyline, what if ending changes. Okay, and then merge, that means like we have been combining all storylines into a final book. Okay, well, let us understand some important git commands. Okay, for example, git init, that will be, it's like a starting a repository. And git status, it is like to check see what has changed. Okay, git add dot, what will be doing it, like it will be adding all the files. And then git commit with a hyphen m, and then message, it will save a snapshot. Git log, what will it do, it will like see the histories. And git push, that means nothing but upload to the remote. Git pull, that is downloading from the remote. Git branch, that is listing the branches. Git checkout branch name, that is like switching the branch. Git merge branch name, it is like merging the branch. Okay, thank you. That's Git in a story plus commands plus some real world things. Okay,